Whole day?
Yeah.
Oh. Hmm?
In the morning he came after Mangalati, then he went up to the hill station.
Okay, Chaitanya. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. It's okay, we will continue. Part of the dedication by Srila Sridhar Goswami Maharaj. So deep engagement in responsible service, very important to understand this. Responsible service can help us avoid falling prey to lust, anger, and other enemies of devotion. Foremost among our protectors is faith, Radha. Next comes Sadhu Sangha, association with pure devotees. And Bhajana Kriya, deep engagement in the duties prescribed by the Divine Master. Deep engagement is necessary, especially for the mind, not merely for the body. This is important. Responsibility means not by engaging the mind externally. It is especially for the mind, that the mind has to be engaged in the activity of our service. It's a very important point, and we should always, because what we are seeing nowadays is everybody asks, what should I do? Can I do service? Then we tell something is do, but they are engaging only externally, no, only bodily. One cannot give responsible service in nowadays and new devotees. You take responsibility for this service. You are do it. Then the mind has to be also included, or better to say is, the mind is the main point. The mind should be engaged in the service on the first line. Physically, this is not the most important thing. Mental engagement can be attained only by responsibility. This is the point. Some responsible service given to the disciple. We feel the weight and it occupies our thoughts. We cannot but think about it. The mind is engaged there, surely. Thus the mind gets no chance to dwell on lower things. This is the beauty of deep engagement in responsible service. In the practical sense, that helps us a great deal. Then association and scriptures will really be of substantial benefit to us. As service, pariprasna sevaya. As much as we are able to engage in deep, responsible service, the effect of our impure tendencies will be minimized. They will come and peep and will step back when they discover that we are deeply engaged. So we have no time to give attention to lust and anger. We cannot be enticed. In this way, they will have to retreat. And if they return once, twice, thrice, or more, we may not spare any attention for them. We will be very deeply engaged in seva. So seva service should not be merely physically. There's mental seva. The only responsibility can capture the mind. This is a very deep understanding. It is not ordinary that we identify with what we have to do. This is our life duty, to follow the order of the pure devotees, to become responsible for our service we got. Seva service should not be merely physical. There's mental seva, and only responsibility can capture the mind. And you understand this principle practically. If I take responsibility for something, the service, if the mind is engaged to practice this service, to accept this responsibility, then there will be no negative things will capture us, or we will be now less and less. It will become. It will step back more or less, like anger and lust. Basically, these are our enemies, most dangerous. So when we concentrate on service, the service must come on the first. This means this surrender. The mind will always take shelter. Oh, I have to do my seva to my Lord. So I have no time to engage in these other things. Other things only will bring troubles. There is mental seva. Only responsibility can capture the mind. In responsibility, the mind is compelled to think on the matter. Otherwise, the mind may be free to wander hither and thither, even while the body is apparently engaged. So if apparently engaged. It means... Hmm? Otherwise the mind may be free to wander hither and thither. If the mind is not engaged in the seva, we not identify with the seva, we just do it physically. Then one will emerge in the manner respectful. No. If we only physically engage, the mind will wander hither and thither, his thing, even while the body is apparently engaged. So we see these things, even when we see, we will not speak. So the beginning level, we are engaged in some physical seva, but the talks, what's going on the topics, it has nothing to do with the seva. Even when we take prasad, prasad is also seva, it's service. And but the mind is not. The mind is wandering everywhere. So it's only the body apparently is engaged. So engage the mind in deep service, responsible service. How to engage the service when you take prasad? This is Krishna's mercy. What I'm taking now, it is seva, to get purified by the Lord's he has touched or he has tasted the prasad. So it is service to, I get purified, I must become conscious of these things. But we are not, either by cooking, by offering. So it must be properly done, everything. Cooking is seva. But if your mind is wandering out there, and is only meditating about the tongue, it must, then it will not help us in our understanding. So what is necessary is the dissolution of the separate interest activity. Then one will emerge into the all-venerable, all-respectful world. No connection with the lower things. We are servants of the servant of the servant. We are the lowest, all others are higher. We shall come into contact with all higher substance. And the lower substance of concoction will vanish for all time. It is Satchit Anandam, Sat, eternal existence. Chit, all consciousness, all soul, all subjective. And Anandam, no anxiety. So the general flow is irresistible and automatic. So there's no possibility of any suffering or pain. That is the spontaneous flow of blissfulness, and we shall come to live in that plane. Radha Yogamaya, a higher, superior and affectionate power maintains us. She will capture us and utilize us in the service of the mysterious Lord Krishna. Is there anything to add? Under our affectionate guardian's hand. So Yogamaya comes and influences us. By the magic touch of the affectionate hand, we are taken into the land of our dreams. It's the land where we self-forgetfully engage ourselves. Jnana Shuna Bhakti. All affection. We are under the affectionate guardian's hand. We do not know anything, but we are handled by our affectionate guardians in such a way that we live in the land of mystery, of dreams. We think that we are holding a very low position. But in the Tadashta Vichara, impartial judgment, this sort of life is the happiest position of the Jiva, soul. We are playing under the affectionate hand of the guardians and have some natural innate faith and consciousness to work according to their directions. So Jnana Shuna Bhakti. There is no calculation, no self-interest. But we are so given to this central cause that it is as in a dream. Automatically we are working like an instrument and we are happy. We are manipulated and handled by faith, by affection, by goodness, by love, by mercy. There's no necessity of any individual selfish calculation. The very soil is thinking of our interest. Everyone there, at the cost of their own interest, is seeking the interest of others. So there's no dearth of anandam rasam, that for which we are searching. No dearth of that there. Profusely everything is there. Affection, sympathy, mercy, and love are overflowing in the land of opulence. In any way we can, we must enter that plane. They will take care of us. The soil will take care of us. The soil is so high, so elevated, so good. Pumeschindamani vriksha kalpataru gamanam natyam katakanam. Sweet, 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 sweet. Everything is sweet in the land of sweetness. It is described in Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita. Maharaj should go on. This is not.
Tomorrow I will go, Maharaj, there to make puris or something minimal instead of pralat, because it will take
It is described in Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita, and it is found scattered in other Puranas. That Mahaprabhu, Radha Govinda combined, came to distribute their own inner wealth to the public. It is possible for us to approach and gain admittance in that flow. It is not static, but it is a dynamic flow. It is necessary that they should become free from those that are subservient to us. Our tendency in the Bodhijiva conditions, position is that all should serve us and please us. But we must become free of that attitude. Not only must we be indifferent to them, but also we must have some positive service engagement. All that is around us is higher. Every particle is of a higher, superior substance. That is what is necessary, Chit Vilas. On the whole, our progress means that we shall not come in contact with any lower substances. We are the smallest of the small, the lowest of the low. We are encouraged to accept the mentality of a servant. The servant of the servant of the servant. It is not hyperbolic, it is reality. We have to understand real life in service. All is good around us, superior to us. Necessarily we shall always invite some improvement in ourselves through association with the higher agents. Every second we can imbibe something positive. I don't know if you can digest too much from this.
This is fact that Jiva is always have tendency to go in the Maya and to have, how to say, to get pleasure from this material world. But for Sadhaka who is engaged in seva, if you have question how to become free from this, this is solution, this is answer.
Yes. It is, I want to talk about this, but I think I'm like empty. I'm not able to, because we have to understand this has to there has to be something realized, because this talking is on the transcendental plane, from the plane of bodily conception and mundane conception. We are all contaminated in this way, to be the enjoyer, or to be, everybody has to serve us. It is very difficult. It is a theoretical understanding, because we will not find this mentality It's accepted. I am the servant of the servant of the servant. We can theoretically, we can hear this. But practically we cannot. We cannot act according to this. We want, whatever we do, we want something. The mentality of the pure souls is like, I don't want anything in return. I just want to seva, to my Lord, my spiritual master, without expecting anything in return. And not only this, I want to become the servant of the servant of the servant who is serving the lotus feet of the pure souls who are the servants of Srimati Radha and Radha Govinda, Mahaprabhu. This is far, and sometimes this mood of feeling hopeless is manifested in devotees. And if one is not fixed or not sincere, he will fall back into the mundane conception and look for some enjoyment or pleasure in this world. But this should not this will not happen to those who are. This is a yoga maya, means a dream-like state, but it is reality. It is this is transcendental plane. So
Maharaj, you started with this responsibility, when one has feeling of responsibility, and when one has this very start everything, all protection is there and responsibility.
yes, this is also has two sides. Responsibility. I take responsibility. Like one can take responsibility, but he puts himself in the center. It is also a kind of responsibility. I will take responsibility for something, creating something in this world, but I am the sender, I am the doer, I am the person who will benefit from it. So responsibility in the spiritual sense means I have to get the order from the pure souls, from pure devotees. And the seva, or the service he is giving to me, I am ready to do this the rest of my life. This may change, but my mentality must be like this. I do it for the rest of my life. This is my service. But then order from spiritual master, or one is very advanced from the higher, from the transcendental world, may come. You have to take this responsibility. You take this seva. And this is a process actually where we are tested in many ways. Do we only want to serve in responsibility what I like to do, or want I take responsibility about something someone else tells me I should take responsibility? I may not like it, or I may like it. It is not the question. This is testing. Krishna's testing his devotees. You want to do only what you like to do, and you want to get the fruits, or you want to serve me. You want to become a tool, a member of the transcendental plane. There, everything goes perfectly, harmony, and everything is perfect there, because the Lord is perfect. So whatever arrangement He may, sometimes He may go away, sometimes I cannot see Him, sometimes the devotees suffer much of separation. Sometimes they think, I have not understood anything, I do not know anything, I am helpless. All these things, our faith, Shraddha, increases when we are still convinced, yes, but my Lord is existing, but He does not care for me now because I did some mistake, I did some offense, or I did something wrong. But this is also the pastime, this is the divine pastimes. There has to be always both sides, separation, vipalampa, and meeting, sambhova. So this becomes more intense, more intense. Mahaprabhu, he showed himself how he suffered in the Buri, crying, running for Krishna. Where is my Lord? Where is my Lord? And then he fell into the ocean, sea. He ran, and he thought Krishna is there. And he left. Nobody knew where he is. So everybody was, all his devotees were searching for him. And next morning, the one fisher got him out in the net from the ocean. And he had his body changed externally. And then the devotees, this fisher come, and he could not, he was chanting Krishna, Krishna, but he could not properly express himself. He thought this is a ghost he has got. And he's always chanting Krishna now. Then Sarutamata, He said, oh, this is our Lord, let us go. Where is he? Where is he? Show me. And they found him there. And they chanted the name of the Lord in his ear. He seems like unconscious. He was whole night in the sea. And then he become conscious and showed, yes, Hare Krishna. But the first thing he said, why have you, what you're doing here? I was just enjoying with my eternal associates, with all these intimates. Why you wake me up? Why you call me back here? So this, even he himself, he dive very deep into these feelings of separation and meeting. And sometimes he ran, once he ran towards the hill, on the coast. There is, what is the name of the deity there? Gopinath, Tota Gopinath, yeah. Gadadhar Pandit, his closest, one of his closest devoted, eternal associate of Krishna. He ran to this hill, it was sand, and he thought this is Govardhan Hill. And all the devotees run after him to catch him. Like these feelings, these ecstatic feelings he manifested in this world to show this is natural. This is a devotee's life. And in this way, they are living already in the transcendental plane. They are experiencing, this is also in the material world, it is something like this. But we cannot understand that it is mundane. We want everything with everything acts according to our will. But the devotees, they have no, they only want to be with the Lord, will serve Him, will please Him. And they feel very much separation when they feel that everything is empty, or I cannot. These things is what the advanced devotees go to. We may not understand this now, but this is the life of a real devotee. So, but we are speaking about the beginning level. Take responsibility. We have to first make connection with the super soul, with the Lord in our heart. It is nothing to do with bodily conception and mundane conception. It is far beyond. What to say if we are members Sadhakas, or can enter the pastimes of the Lord, where he manifests, or Yoga Maya manifests these wonderful pastimes. Separation does not mean he is not here. Separation is just a kind of Maya. It is called Yoga Maya, because he is always here. He is always present. He is everywhere, any moment. But the devotee cannot recognize him. This is the Yoga Maya's doing like this. There's also in Bhagavatam stories, Radharani thought he left her, but he was just next to her. This is the deeper understanding of spiritual, of our line where we are. Fortunately, members, we get the opportunity to get all this and understand it, and to become free from birth and death. But this is a very, like our Gurudev, our Guru Brahma, they are free from birth and death, even if they are living in this world. They have no connection to this plane where we are living. They are members of the transcendental world. They are always attached, always in the service, deep service. They have their original position attained. Jai Srila Sitadev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Srila Gurudev Nitya Leela Bhavistam Vishnupada Paramahansa Viruddhaya Astotara Satya Srimad Bhakti Vaibhav Guru Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Premanandi Panchakalpa Devipyasya Kita Sindhu Bhalitam